What is up, guys? Kakashikyle here, and we are back. We are back. It's been 10 years, maybe, since I've touched Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, that's a lie. I do still play Yu-Gi-Oh! I just play behind the scenes. I don't play with people anymore. But I play, when I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just against AI, and I just play freaking Fire King Yubel against AI. And I have messed with the new Yubel support. You would think I would have came back with the Yubel support that came out like 3 or so years ago, but I didn't, because that Yubel support made it seem like Yubel was still a secondary thing. It was basically still a backup, or like something that you use to stall, or just in this case it was just used as like a material to summon like the new Neos Wiseman and all these other things. It was just used to just spam like rank 10s and the new Neos Wiseman and all. Yeah, that's cool and all, but that's not what I wanted for Yubel. So I looked into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again recently, and I saw that there's even more stuff. So it's possible to make a Yubel centric deck now, and it be so consistent I don't even know what to even do half the time. I just be doing things, and things happen, and I'm happy. I'm very happy. I've been messing with it a little bit, but yeah, I'm overwhelmed because there's tons of new cards and there's tons of new ideas I got. So I'm going to have to go through all of the new things, hit up some of my old Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends, try to figure out what to do, what's staple, what's top. I think Dracotel is top. I'm thinking of trying to figure out how to make another competitive version of Yubel. I already got a lot of stuff back in the day for Yubel Destiny, even though it did work, but people were just more upset about the essence of it. It was basically just a dark spam deck, which is, they weren't wrong. I mean, at the time I had issues. I had a lot of ego problems, but things have have changed. Looking at those old comments and stuff was actually pretty funny. But apparently I did make somewhat of an impact within the Yubel community, and because I get messages and stuff every once in a while, or somebody says something about me somewhere. But yeah, I've been watching, and yeah, we're gonna try to get back into it, try to see what happens. But Yubel Destiny, its whole purpose back in the day was just, yes, I wanted to make a deck that incorporated Yubel and try to use it in a competitive scene. And it worked. I was hitting like top 10, top 5 at my locals at least. I never went anything bigger than that. But the deck started off as like a basic like Doom Shaman mixed with Destiny Heroes. That was having issues against Evil Sworn, which was like the big thing at the time. So we had to come up with different ideas to make it playable against that archetype. So we decided to go more like, instead of like, because the Doom Shaman builds were more focused around spamming ranks, like not ranks, but spamming like synchro summons, which you can't really do that against Evil Sworn. So with the more Destiny hero focus with Debris Dragon, we were able to spam rank 4s, which helped tremendously against Evil Sworn. So I was able to beat a few Evil Sworn players back in the day. And then we had Dragon Rulers become a problem. So we thankfully Crimson Blader was a thing. Thankfully Chaos Hunter was a thing, so we were able to use those in our Yubel Destiny deck, and we were able to beat Dragon Rulers. Now here's a story that I never told anybody, because back in the day, like, my ego wouldn't let me. I actually could have made it like at least top 3 at my locals once before, a long time ago, if I didn't mess up one of my own rules, which is, if there's a face down card on the field, don't attack it with your weakest monster. Which I think my field was like Armageddon Knight, Crimson, yeah, I think it was Crimson Blader, Armageddon Knight, and Yubel Ultimate Dark, or Ultimate or Yubel, I think it was Yubel Terra Incarnate. So I was gonna lose my field or whatever. But what I could have won, because the dude had like 2,000 life points or something like that. Or no, I think he had like somewhere, it was really low. It was really, really low. I think it was like 1,200 or something like that. But what I did was I attacked the face down card with Armageddon Knight. He flipped it, and it was one of the like the baby dragon rulers with like a big booty. And Armageddon Knight kind of just like smacked into a wall and was like, oh shit. So then and then he looked at me, he was like, yeah, you messed up. And I was like, damn, why did I do that? So then I attacked it again with Crimson Blader, killed it. But then it didn't matter because Yubel wiped my field and I couldn't recover and I lost. So that freaking sucked. So yeah, a lot has changed. My deck building philosophy has changed. I've adopted, I guess, like a more competitive mindset. I've been playing Magic for like competitively for like the past like 5 or 6 years. Still using Jank because you know me. If you know me, I don't like playing meta. I like playing Rogue. And Magic is very fun playing Jank in Magic, and I was able to consistently hit Mythic rank in Magic, or Magic the Gathering in the arena. I was able to consistently hit Mythic as a free-to-play player. Or I'll say Dolphin, because when I first got into Magic, it was around War to Spark. I did spend around like $40 to get a whole bunch of packs for War to Spark. But then, you know, all of that rotates out. So since then, I've been free to play since War to Spark. And I've played like decks that focus on lands. Like, I don't know what's up with me, but there's metas where it's like heavy monster removal, heavy like Hull Breaker, Kraken, bouncing everything on, doing all this silly stuff. People playing a whole bunch of counter spells, and it's annoying. So I'm like, how can I get around this? I always think about how can I get around it instead of how can I brute force it or something like that. I always think about how to get around it without joining them, I guess. Like if you can't beat them, join them. Instead, I always think about how to get around it. So I played a deck that was focused on just lands, like transform lands basically. So I made a whole bunch of decks focused around transform lands, and I was able to hit Mythic over and over and over again just playing that. And then it got even better with the Avatar set, where now I can play Toph, and Toph can transform lands, and basically give them like a mark to where if they get destroyed, they just come back onto the field. And you combine that with cards where if a land is put onto the field, you gain life or you create a token or whatever. And that's what I've been doing in Magic. I always try to find ways to basically get under the bottomless trap hole. That's how I play these freaking games. So I'm very interested in seeing how I come up with ways to at least try to go toe to toe with the top decks now, seeing how fast Yubel is. I wonder if I can make a new version of Destiny Hero, a modernized version of Destiny Hero Yubel, a modernized version of like Masked Yubel or something like that. There are a few deck lists that people have of Destiny Hero Yubel on YouTube, but I haven't found one like my most recent iteration. So I had to try my hardest to remember what cards I had in the most recent version of Destiny Hero Yubel before I sold that deck. I do remember, vaguely remember, I think I uploaded it to Robbie's channel, or I gave it to Robbie, the most recent version of Destiny Hero Yubel, and he uploaded it to his channel, but I can't find that video. I don't know. Maybe he deleted it. I don't know. But had to go off the dome for this one. So we're going to play it, see how it goes, and then we'll see what happens. Because I want to come back playing my deck that I've worked on for years to beat Evil Sworn and Dragon Rulers. Once I get this out of my system, once I play this game, once I play this deck in a big 2-6, big 26, then we'll go on to more modern Yubel and try to figure out how to make some jank that can probably smack Draco Tails in the face. Because I think that's the big kahuna right now. So let's go. Oh my god. Drew pretty good. Actually, it's probably gonna get worse. Let's see. Yeah, it got worse. I mean, we can gamble on the Allure of Darkness, but we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna gamble on it. And watch it get freaking duster. Feather dusted. Oh. Okay. Okay. Good thing I did not get feather dusted. And we drew another debris dragon. I think we'll be fine. Which debris dragon has always been a huge hit or miss. It's like a necessary evil because it can bring back Yubel for Scrap Dragon, or it can bring back Destiny or Defender for an Exceed. Might have to gamble on no lore, hopefully. No. I mean, I can just put this down. I forgot what this does. Let me just do this, because I really don't want to gamble on the Allure of Darkness. Of course, my first game coming back, I draw a freaking double debris dragon. Do I blow the field? I think I blow the field. That is a problem. Okay, now we can play. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do this. It's not the greatest opening. Let me go Scrap Dragon. Then use Scrap Dragon, destroy that, or pop that. Sorry. Oh yeah, we are playing the more accurate version, which at the time we only had 2 militias, so we can't go for another one. Let's see. Just kill the Maestro. Oh, the Limber Reverse. Really bad hand, bro. We got a Dasher. Just kill the Doom. What's he? Doom Lord. And Doom Lord back in the day was for basically gets rid of materials from Exceeds. That's the reason why I used it. I got a Defender. Game's pretty much over though. So, set the defender, just blast him in the face with some scrap dragon. All right, so that was absolutely horrible. But hey, I didn't remember how I constructed this deck back in the day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's like a lot of just rambling, but hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Till next time, peace out and take care.